Alright. Welcome back, everybody, to the ASL Prime League Season 4. This is match number 2. As we do spawn and crash land onto Overgrowth, it is going to be this guy representing my insanity. It is the blue Protoss player, Rain. And his opponent, representing Samsung Galaxy, it is the red Terran player. I don't know what Guham is, but he is Journey. And I tried to read what it was, but the actual name was in Korean, so I couldn't even copy-paste it for Google, just because you can't copy-paste it on the player profile. But I'm sure somebody out there knows what it means, and if you did know, feel free to tweet that at me. So here we have a TVP, the second match of the night. And it is Rain, a player who just qualified for Code S last night. Spoiler alert. And you know, it's nice to see him. He's still here. He's very active, playing around, and he's going to qualify and then comes on to the ASL. We'll see if he has the same luck. I believe he did play... I can't remember who it was that he played. I think it was True. So, not sure. But anyway, he's here, and he's going to be facing off against Journey, a player who seems to be opening up quite aggressively already, getting that barracks and the factory out. And he's already sending Marines across the map quite early, as maybe they're just looking around, staying up front. Alright, never mind. Gonna get that scouting probe. Has a heads up for these other Marines in order to try to get it. And if he gets it by the top of that ramp, the Rain will never know that Journey has not gone for that expansion. So that is something that he's trying to do here. Rather than go out onto the map to do very much aggression, or do a lot of aggression, it's more so just to deny the scouting of Rain. And Rain will not be able to scout until he sends a Mothership Core across the map or gets a Phoenix out to hallucinate it. So I think this is really nicely done by Journey, although just seeing that may kind of tip Rain off a little bit. Without having that Reaper opener, it means that Journey is not really concerned with what Rain is doing at all. He doesn't even know that... Oh, he does know that Rain is going for an expansion here, so... He will be aware that this kind of push has potential to do quite a bit of damage, as he does already have some Hellions, he has a Medevac on the way, and he's going to do kind of a push, maybe a split one that has Hellions running into the natural and dropping in the main, or even pushing into the main and dropping into the natural. Who knows what he's going to do here, but... Well, not what I meant. You can't really push into the main without going to the natural, but we'll see how he does use this. He could just push up the front, and I'm very curious to see how he does execute this, as Rain opening up with one of the more safer builds that you would be expecting in a PvT. Getting that Nexus out, it's not really that greedy. It's pretty standard, and going for the Robo right after it is usually the safest way that you can open, not going for any kind of crazy proxy Stargate shenanigans or anything like that. So let's see exactly what it is that Journey does. He's loaded up Marines into that Medevac, and he will drop into the main. And I think that Rain has an idea, but he is right outside of the range of it, and now the Observer sees it, and these Marines are able to get kited a bit, but now the Hellions are going to run into the natural, and there's actually quite a bit of probes there. And now that's going to cue Journey to run right into the main with pretty much everything. Rain doing a really nice job with the defense here, using only a few probes to try to defend against these Hellions. He's gotten rid of the Medevac as well, and he even got, I believe he even got he got the Medevac, and then all those units had gone down. Something had happened here at the base of Journey. I don't know if it was a Zealot or not, but it didn't get any kills, but 9 workers were killed in that attack. But remember, Rain already had that expansion up, so he is up by 3 workers at this point in time, and has his expansion. He's able to continue to make probes 2 at a time. Journey has just now started his orbital command. It's about halfway done, actually. And what is he going to do from here? He needs to get a little bit more damage done. He is very far behind in supply, and it's not even like he's that far ahead in tech, because Rain went for that robotics facility. He can drop down the Robo Bay if he would like to, but he's probably not going to risk it just yet, as he is getting some units out. There it goes, yeah. The Robo Bay will go down, and the scan goes down on the Observer, and it's not even going to go down. Uh-oh. So a wasted scan, a late command center, which means that Mule that usually would be kicking in is not even going to be kicking in at all. So that worker lead is actually even better here for Rain. As we go into this mid-game, RoboBay is on the way. He feels very safe right now. Confirmed pretty much everything with that Observer, and then he dropped it down. And he, yeah, Yeah, he's going to go into a macro game. I can dig it. I would assume that a Twilight and a Forge would come at some point too. Twilight Council does go down at this point. And I don't know what kind of player Rain is. I think he's the type that would get Blink with it first. You see some players that do the kind of more old school style where you do get the charge. But people don't do it as often. I feel like Blink is a little bit more, I guess, quote unquote standard. Just to deal with those medevacs, to deal with the Vikings, and the amount of stalkers that Rain has at his natural definitely shows that he would like to invest into it at some point. So looking like 3 more gateways will be added on. A double drop from Journey that isn't fully loaded up just yet. Will he wait for it? Nope. Gonna go here with a little bit of an emptier medevac, and extended thermal lance is also gonna come out too. Journey setting up to take a third base at the moment. Hasn't dropped a... oh, no, he did drop an engineering base, so he is at least getting his upgrade. And Rain is kind of happy to sit here for right now. He's just hanging out. Until that Blink upgrade is done, he doesn't really have a reason to go out onto the map. And you know what? This drop is not a drop. It is actually a push. Stim is right about to complete. Concussive Shells is done too. This timing is a little bit early for Journey, though. He went in right before Concussive Shell, Stim, and +1 are done. But I think he wanted to hit with Concussive Shell and Stim. So wasn't really able to push the issue there. Getting a little bit antsy, just going on in. And he took a few hits on those units, so... and also lost a few too. He has to be very careful with those units, as these are going to be what he'll Rain apart for his sake if he would like to have that happen, while he takes his third base and gets an economic lead, because of that one that he did have to sustain in the beginning of the game. So Blink getting Chrono boosted out, as well as that extended thermal lance coming out. And will Rain settle down and take a third, or is he going to go for some kind of push? He's already putting proxy pylons onto the map. They are all over the map, actually, not only for warp-ins, but for the vision, for when a drop will try to come into his main. So Rain may even go for a big 2-base push with Blink and the Colossi. Or we'll see what it is that he decides to do. Him taking this Watchtower, playing a little bit more conservative, keeping that Observer in location, makes me think that he wants to get that third base up. I don't know if he's confirmed the third base of Journey yet, though. So I don't know. I feel like you'd want to do this when you have confirmed that your opponent is going for a 3-base. So Journey going to be going ahead and getting that +1 armor. Combat shields are on the way as well. And I don't see an armory just yet, but I mean, it's not even halfway done with that upgrade yet. So this doesn't necessarily mean that he's going to be going for some kind of SCV pull, but I think there was a second starport that was added. Yeah, a second starport is added here, but Journeys might get caught out here. Has to be careful because the Blink Stalkers are on the other side. The Observer is in the vicinity, but those Widow Mines are going to take out a few of those Stalkers. Well, Rain wanted to get those medevacs so bad, but he's just going to have to settle for those units. And he did take a bit of damage. He doesn't realize that those Widow Mines are still there, or maybe he just doesn't care. As he realizes that time is on his side, he can do whatever he wants at the moment, and he's going to use that time. That Journey is probably going to want to set up to defend, to attack himself. And here he goes, blinking right into that. Going to take out that medevac. SCVs, oh, going to get stuck. And so many of those SCVs just went down so fast. It was in the blink of an eye, literally. No stalker pun intended, as there's not even many Vikings here that are able to take out these 3 Colossi. They're going to be trying their hardest, but the damage is being done. Oh, Journey, is he even pulling any SCVs? He's just going to kind of hold on that bunker. Rain going to be pushing the issue, making it work as he does take out all of the Vikings. There are only 4 Vikings remaining. This is an upgradeless Toss army, which means that he is pretty much all in. He needs to make this work. He is dropping in a bit of supply, and Journey realizes that if he's able to hold here, he has another command center he can fall back on. Getting on top of all of the Colossi and even the Stalkers with his Marauders and Bioforce, he will take out the Army of Rain, which will give him that 1-0 lead. Back here to game number 2 of match 2. This is a best of 3 series in order to determine who will go on to the winner's match to play off against DRG. So spawning here in the top of Catalina, he is representing My Insanity. He is down 1 game and he needs to win this to stay in it. It is Rain. And his opponent feeling pretty good apparently, as he does spawn in the bottom right. Representing Samsung Galaxy, it is going to be your Red Terran player, Journey. And I guess he is feeling pretty damn good because he's just going to go ahead and open up with the CC first. Much different opener from last game, as he played it very aggressively and he was able to actually take it. This time, though, we are going to see a bit of that. I don't know if you even call it greed, but yes, it is one of the greediest builds you can do as a Terran player, but it does allow you, of course, if you were to drop down an additional like 3 racks, to be safe from many things as well. So we'll see how he does play this one out. If he decides to put add-ons here or if he drops another racks. He hasn't mined any gas just yet and hasn't dropped any gas just yet either, so doesn't have the capabilities of making add-ons. But if he stays on 2 racks, then the potential of that Stargate play, and Rain is definitely a player that would use that Stargate on you. So there is only 1 gas being taken here for Rain, so I don't think that we are going to see it this game. Nexus is going to go down here and just playing at a standard opener here, macro opener out of both players, although I believe Journey getting a little bit of the better hand of that, as he does get away with the CC first. So SCV going to be able to, well, he did scout the wrong way first, I think. Yeah, he did, but he is going to find out that this Nexus is about a quarter of the way done. That Mothership Core won't allow too much scouting to be done, but does he really need to see more? We'll find out if he's really concerned about the gas count here, as it has just already gone down. I don't think there's too much to see here, but we'll see. That probe, though, tried to get on through. Notices that there is no Reaper. And he does see the Marine there, so maybe, that Mothership Core feeling a little bit more free now to move to the natural. And that SCV is still hanging out there, so definitely keep an eye on that one as the game does progress. I'm sure that it will get taken out, but, Oh, wow, he is going to sneak on past. And there he goes. Stalker going to meet it, though. This is really nice to see. He sees the pylon, and if he sees the second pylon, he would know where the tech would go, and that's exactly what Rain is putting it, or where Rain is putting it. Twilight Council would be the choice for him. Double barracks, though, out of Journey. He didn't add on that third one. He's just going to go ahead, start the add-ons right now with the tech lab. We may even see a reactor on the other one, as a factory does come out here. Bunker going on at the front, so he will be able to have some sort of defense if there was a little bit of an aggression coming out of Rain. But, 25 to 28 workers, Journey has his orbital command done, and is also going to be dropping down that missile turret in the natural while he has his Marines inside of the main one. So, ooh, though, Dark Shrine coming out of Rain, another gateway. So, with that missile turret at the natural, they won't be able to get much damage done there, but he may be in a little bit of trouble if he drops all of his mules, and then they wander into the main. So, there was no addition of a robotics facility here. So that is definitely going to be the place where they go. Those DTs are going to have to go past that turret for a short amount of time. But remember, they're going to be walking in, and that bunker is going to be... they won't be able to see the DTs. So if Rain realizes that there is a DT... if Rain realizes that there is a turret, he will be able to go into the main, force a scan, and if he doesn't invest too heavily into them, then I think he will be alright, but not really in a position that he would like to be in. Like, he wants those DTs to do damage. Whether it forces them to move around, force the SCVs to have to dance around, forcing a scan. If he loses it at the natural, that is the worst case scenario. So, the addition of a robotics facility, I don't think this will be for the War Prism because the DTs are already going to be on the way. Dark Shrine is just completed, and you'd have to make a whole War Prism, and I don't think he'd have enough time if he wanted to hit whatever timing it is, but he is doing it! He is just going to do it, and I like it, man. If he sends his first one in, it will kind of tip it off, but he's going for it anyway, and he's going to get by that bunker, just like we were saying, and you know what? One tap, and the scan immediately saying, nope, not in my house. Journey does not want any of that inside of his mineral line, and there goes already that turret. War Prism is going to complete, though, and he can use this not only for the DTs, but for the Zealots as well. He can even do a little bit of a combination, and forcing another scan out of Journey doesn't have the concussive shell upgrade just yet. Actually doesn't have much of any upgrade at the moment, Journey, so he's going to regret not getting that one, at least. Maybe not too much, but he's going to pick it on up, and now I don't know if Journey actually saw that, but he's just like, where did they go? Even though it is a DT and they're very hard to spot, he would never expect that a DT would be able to get by here. So, that fast as well. I think this is going to be a little bit of a weird hold here. DT going to go get a bit of damage, try to get that concussive shell, but now Rain has to deal with the push here. There are 2 sentries here, and the Mortal is about to pop out too. Force Field and a Photon Overcharge should be able to deal with this, but they're going to get on through, and with the 3rd Force Field, it may have even been a bait. There's no medevac here, so some units do go down here for Journey. As I think Rain didn't even lose a sentry there. I don't even know if he lost a Stalker. As, yeah, he's only lost 2 DTs. I mean, I say only as they do cost a lot, but, you know, we already saw that. Those were the 2 DTs that tried to get some damage done. So really nicely done here. Whoa, 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 Widow Mines! I totally missed that. What happened? Oh my god, all I see is that 10 workers have been killed. Oh my goodness, I really hope... Oh, and another one goes down. That was an additional 8! Journey!